All right, good morning everyone. How's everyone doing today? As you can see, I got some new gear here, and this is the brand new SIGMA fpL camera. And this is it right here. Tiny little guy. And in this little camera is a 61 megapixel backside illuminated CMOS sensor. So it's just a tiny lightweight little thing. It's I guess a modular system of sorts. I have here a viewfinder that I'm going to attach to the side here. I have an extra little hand grip over here that will attach like this, so I can kind of get a little bit better grip on it. Yeah, so we are gonna kind of take this out into the field and put it through the paces. You know, it's kind of junky where I live right now. I'm in the, excuse me, in the mountains of Colorado, and it's just kind of gray and lightly snowing and not the best weather. So I think we're gonna head down to the desert and yeah, and take some shots, see how it does. Weather should be interesting while I'm down there. It's supposed to be pretty snowy here while I'm gone, but hopefully that brings in some good weather. And by good weather, I mean a little bit of clouds, some storm, maybe a little rain and snow, things that make it interesting, because personally I really enjoy that kind of weather, especially when I'm in the desert. Just clear blue skies, endless blue skies in the desert just make for really kind of dull, boring photos. So hopefully we see a little bit of weather too. Anyhow, let's pack up my camera gear, pack up all my camping gear, and we'll go hit the road. Okay, well, I just finished up my drive down to the Utah deserts, and so what I was looking to do was shoot the emergence of spring, the fresh green leaves as they emerge from winter hibernation, and catch that color contrast of the bright green leaves against the red canyon walls. And so I got down here, and this is what I got. They're not green. Oh man, the green leaves are not happening, and the cows have been through here super hard, and it just feels a little sterile honestly here right now. So I'm gonna move south. I don't know where exactly. Probably go down towards Capitol Reef tomorrow and see what it's looking like down there, and hopefully the leaves are going there, and if not, maybe I'll continue further south and go all the way down to Escalante. Tomorrow morning, I'm really struggling for something to shoot in the morning. I have no idea. I'm gonna look at the maps and see if I can come up with a little salvage shot of some sort tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm just kind of, I don't know, maybe I'll just make a coffee and cruise on down south. We'll see how it goes. But for now, I'm just gonna make myself a little, where'd it go? Got myself a little cocktail for tonight, and enjoy the fire a little bit and crawl into bed and read. Whew, all right, well, kind of a crazy night last night. Mice were attacking me like crazy. They were all over the car. I could hear them underneath the car scurrying around. And oh man, just kind of kept me up all night. But now it's decision time. So do I continue south and look for, you know, the fresh spring leaves in the cottonwoods? Or do I just kind of scrap that whole idea and look for more rock formations? I have a couple ideas where I could go for that. Cathedral Valley might be really good just to go shoot, you know, some beautiful rock formations. Or I could go all the way over to Needles District. It was a pretty far drive from here, but yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at right now. Decision-making process, which happens a lot in landscape photography. You're always kind of, you know, taking what nature gives you and figuring out how to make the best use out of it, basically. So I'm gonna finish up. I just made a little coffee. I'm gonna get some breakfast going here, and then we'll hit the road and see where it lands. Yum. All right, so a little recap on the day. Yeah, so went down to Capitol Reef, and it really wasn't that green down there. The leaves have just barely started, and so I decided to keep moving. And now I'm up in Upper Cathedral Valley, and it's super pretty here. And you know, it's a little bit risky coming up here because you have to deal with something called bentonite, which is a clay-like soil. Maybe it's purely clay, but anyhow, when it gets wet, it's totally impassable, and it looks beautiful right now, and it really is beautiful, but there's tons of little showers all over the place, and if any of that bentonite clay gets hit with rain, it's super slippery. It's like nothing you've ever experienced. If you've been in bentonite before, you know how gnarly it is, and if you've never experienced it, you have no idea. And this place is it's remote. You know it's remote when you're in a national park and the campground is empty. All right, well, it's about 5 o'clock. We're in the Upper Cathedral Valley, and just want to show you the rig setup here. So this is it. This is the new SIGMA, the fpL. So kind of the main point here with the new fpL is that it's a 61 megapixel camera. It's a, what is it, backside illuminated CMOS sensor, and it's brand new from SIGMA. So yeah, I'm just taking it out in the field and giving it a little bit of a run through and see how it does. And yeah, I've got the little grip mounted on it here. Obviously I have the viewfinder mounted on it over on the side here, and that's working well. I'm using the 2870 new contemporary lens. Very, very small, super lightweight. Got a little polarizing filter on that right now, and just kind of messing around a little bit, looking at some shots. Not too bad. Now it's time for dinner. Okay, tonight's dinner is going to be, what is tonight's dinner going to be? Beef stroganoff with egg noodles. Sounds great. Yeah, no messing around with cooking, just heat and eat. Something yummy too. So yeah, I think I was talking about it earlier, but the day was fantastic. The photography was a little more challenging. It was, I don't know, it seemed like every time I pulled over because I saw a great light or something cool going on, as soon as I got set up, the light would move somewhere else. You know, the light situation was changing really fast. There were clouds, and, you know, I saw snow today, rain today, a little bit of everything. It was an awesome day out, but yeah, I just struggled finding that, like, really, you know, A-level shot. Certainly didn't get any A-level shots today, but I did have a great time cruising around. I mean, this desert is beautiful. The day was great. Yeah, so now tomorrow morning what I'm going to do is kind of go to the other half of this loop drive that I'm doing and set up for a morning shot over there, because I know a good one, or what should be a good one. So good morning. Well, got up super early, well before dawn, and raced over to this spot. And actually there's a little bit of light creeping in on my tower here. Hold on, let's see. Is that gonna be it? Not much, a little bit of light. So yeah, as I was coming in, I was expecting a pretty amazing sunrise, and then this huge cloud bank behind me came in. It's just really taken over. All right, well, so after thinking I wasn't going to be finding any of the spring leaves, I found them. All these cottonwoods here are pretty prime. They just have that electric, fresh, out of, you know, winter dormancy, bright electric green look to them, and it's really beautiful. And it's kind of part of the reason I came this route, was because I thought this might happen here. Where are you? There's a photo in there somewhere. Come on. All right, well, I've gotten pretty close to the ideal setup here. I found my cottonwoods here with a little bit of red rock in the back, in the middle ground, and then in the background the Henrys, where it's still snowing. It's been snowing up there all day. Problem is that the cottonwoods in this area are just kind of scraggly. There's no real obvious big mature cottonwoods to kind of make the picture come alive with like a focal point, essentially. So I haven't given up yet. I'm gonna keep walking around and hiking around and try to find this shot, because I think it's here somewhere, but thus far it has eluded me. I'm gonna keep on trying. I think it's pretty fair to say that every evening my whiskey tastes a little like coffee. Pretty good. And every morning my coffee tastes a little like whiskey. All right, so fun day out there. It was really nice. The clouds though got really pretty thick, so I had every intention of being out and about shooting this afternoon, but yeah, it just didn't quite work out. So I figured I'd just slow it down a notch, make a little fire, hang out, have a drink, and just enjoy the evening. I did scout out a shot for the morning, which is kind of up in these, up in the rocks here, and hopefully that works out. And then after that, I'm gonna go over towards a little place called House on Fire, favorite spot of mine. So we'll go check that out in the morning. So anyhow, I guess I'll just enjoy the fire and the whiskey, and see you in the morning. Well, good morning. Got up here, up on the sandstone pretty quickly this morning. Actually went to the wrong turnoff to start my morning. You know, hey, what can I say? I was tired. Sorry, another mouse kept me up all night, no kidding. But anyhow, busted up here and got a nice little sunrise, and just waiting for the light to kind of hit these cliffs in front of me here, and we'll get another shot. But yeah, Nice way to start the day. Oh, that's good. Today we're gonna cruise over to see one of my favorite little ruins over kind of in the Bears Ears area. It's a little spot called House on Fire. It's very well known. It's well photographed. It's easy to get to. And it's just a cool little spot, and I'm gonna go right past it. So if you might as well swing by there today. So I'm gonna pack up the rig here and we'll go check it out. It's gonna be awesome. This is it, the famous House on Fire. And I thought I was going to be late, but I'm actually a little bit early. So what we're looking for here is the sun that's over here. As soon as it hits this rock kind of here, it'll bounce the light back up into this and give it its namesake color. So got the fpL out and the 1424, and that seems to be doing a pretty good job. I might try the 2870 as well, but yeah, pretty cool spot.